Hello everyone, this was a race from a recent stream I did, and I was driving the iRacing Formula 4 car at Donington Park. I wasn't expecting a good result. I had
Feels like
very
the track
little
is a bit
practice,
slippery.
and I tend to worry about these type of races mainly because Formula 4 is a crash fest. People tend to have really bad manners for some reason in this category of racing. So anyway, my target was to qualify somewhere near the top 5 and try and keep that position to the end just to get some decent points. So I started qualifying, and as you can see, I was having a relatively clear lap. My target
Okay,
was
final
to do
corner.
one banker and then maybe go faster on lap 2. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. My second lap was fractionally slower than my first lap. Despite that, I still managed to finish in P3 on the grid, and my big plan after that was to hang on to my P3 as best as possible for the rest of the race. We got off to a good start. The guy in second place had a bad start, so we just tucked into second and decided to go down to turn 1, which is red gate, and stay behind the leader. We knew early
He had a
on,
good
based
start.
on his practice pace, that he's going to kick our ass.
The
He
guy
was
behind
probably
me,
going to pull away from
I
us
get
at
the
over
feeling
a
he's going to
second
be
lap.
aggressive.
And based on that, we knew all we had to do was hold position and try and make sure the third place guy doesn't pass us. Needless to say, that didn't happen, because later on in the video
Please
you'll
don't
see
bump me.
the third place guy decide now he's going to get aggressive, especially now, and then later on he's going to attempt to move. Unfortunately, we couldn't fight him off then. You can see here that he's really close to us. We had a good exit out of Coppice, but it wasn't good enough. He had an even better run, and we could see there's a chance he's going to make a move into the chicane. I'm not a fan of
Don't make
making
a move
here
Don't.
because it costs a lot of time.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
So you could see
Damn it.
I had to back off a lot there.
I would have let him go somewhere else. The reason I didn't want to move there is because it costs so much time.
And you can hear, even in game, I was not a happy camper at that point. The thing is, it cost both of us time, and it was giving me the chance of falling into the clutches of the guy behind me. But nevertheless, I made peace with that, and I was in P3. Towards the end of lap 5, I was minding my own business, just trying to keep a decent pace.
So the guy in first place, he's gone. The guy in second place is also disappearing.
I was making a comment about second place disappearing, when next moment, their second place, he had spun off. So I thought, woohoo, I'm now up to P2 again. But I had a feeling the second place guy was coming back. The thing is, his pace was too good just to hang back and let me take the P2. And I had a feeling that later on, at his natural second lap pace, he'll catch me up and probably pass me before the end of the race. We jump ahead to lap 10. I'm heading up towards McLean's when I noticed two back markers fighting for position.
Oh, he's got some bad internet.
Yeah, the one guy had a bit of a connection issue, but my big worry is I have to come up to lap them, and I'm concerned that will push me back into the guy in P3. As you can see, he's in my mirrors. He's quite close. So I'm not sure where I'm going to pass these two guys. All I knew is they're going to hold me up. The one guy spun off, and I was lucky not to get tangled up in that. Unfortunately, my slowing down caused P3 to catch up with me. So he wanted to try and move on the outside. I just took my normal line, nothing fancy. But he was fast. There was no way I was going to hold him up. I thought he would try and move into the final hairpin. He didn't. I think he wanted to wait for turn 1.
5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
So with 5 minutes left, I didn't expect him to try and move into turn 1. But sure as hell, he went for it. I wasn't going to fight him. I knew if I tried to, it probably would end up in an accident.
The thing is,
don't give up. Keep him under pressure.
If I fought him, I'm sure we would have had an accident.
And there we go. That was confirmation in game.
Because our back mark is fighting with us and that.
So all I did was hold my position. I tried to stick in his slipstream. and follow me around the lap. And my pace wasn't bad. He didn't quite get away from me initially, so I just held on as best as I could. There was quite a big gap to the guy behind me, so I was fairly satisfied at this point. We jump ahead to lap 12. I'm still in P3, 1.1 seconds behind P2.
Yellow flag. There's an incident in Melbourne hairpin.
So Melbourne hairpin is just here, and there's a guy that just spun off, and we thought we might get tangled up in that. Thankfully he was decent. He moved over to the side and let us by. With the race almost over, I was doing my best not to get involved in anyone else's incidents.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
And you can hear with 2 minutes left, I didn't want to get into any accidents and just was doing my best to stay in P3.
So Aaron's gone as predicted. He is 24 seconds up the road.
So that was me commenting that the leader is long gone. He's got incredible pace, and I'm not sure how come he's so fast here, but I would love to match that one day.
Hasn't happened.
We're now on the final lap. We're heading up towards McLean's and Coppice. As you can see, I'm trying to nail my apexes, not make mistakes, and P2 is still close to me. He never really got away. He was quick early in the race, but he seemed to lose a little bit of pace. I'm not sure if he got damaged along the way, but whatever it is, our pace and his is not too far apart. Going through the chicane for the last time.
I think it might be booster.
Another incident, but that's I think behind us.
Thankfully, Coppice is behind me, so nothing to worry about.
Yep, that incident was at Coppice. We're now heading to the final hairpin.
Looks like the leader's binned it in. Red gate, just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Okay, we're going through the final corner.
He didn't bin it, he parked the car.
Exactly, the leader's done. He crossed the line, he's won. And so that's us crossing the line into P3. We did 4 races in the Formula 4 class this week. This was our best result. We had one not too bad and 2 really bad ones. So P3, we'll take it. Thanks. We really enjoy racing Formula 4 in iRacing, but in general, it's very, very difficult to get consistent results. Most often we end up getting in accidents and smashed to bits. But this was a better one, and we're very happy with it.
My qualifying lap and my fastest lap in the race was basically the same thing.
You heard that. My qualifying lap and my race lap, the fastest, was more or less the same, which isn't too bad. So overall, I get the feeling I'm starting to find some pace in Formula 4, and hopefully my results in the future get better.
In theory,
thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.
Based on my